Caribbean people. It's Belizemix.com. Watch it. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. Watch it. Tell Queen Learner what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's Belizemix.com. Everybody come together. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. It's Saturday. You can feel the energy. Yes, there's a party about to get started.
Good morning to each and every one of you. I want to thank you so much for joining us right here on Radio Belizemix. It's another edition of our Wake Up Like This right here on Radio Belizemix on this beautiful Saturday morning. Yes, August what? 20-something. August, make we say August what? Because I did behind time. Yeah. Make a check my calendar. 28, I want to be exact. August 28th. Yep. And we have no other than the one and only Queen Learner in the house. Good morning, Queen Learner. How are you doing this morning?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, world. You guys know what time it is. How you wake up out there? All right, I think Mr. Johnson fell out the bed. He didn't even know what time of day it is today. Today is the 28th, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, the 28th.
And we're gonna... Yes, 2021. Okay, and we welcome you guys once again for our once a month show. We have our guests here today. And our other guest will be joining us shortly. That's Loverboy will be joining us shortly. So today we have the one and only. You guys seen this guy around for many, many, many years. All right. And he is here today on the hot seat. He is usually on the other side of the fence, guys. But today we are able to grab him, to have him sit, and to have him tell his story of this long journey. Ladies and gentlemen, world, in the house today is Marcus B. Marcus B. Come on, I want to hear it. Marcus
Welcome,
B.
Marcus. Welcome to the show, Marcus.
Welcome to the show, Marcus.
Thank you,
Marcus
Thank
B.
you, guys.
Entertainment.
Yes.
All right, you guys. And he is a producer, not just a producer, but this guy, he's so calm with it. Have you ever seen him mad? Anyone? Have you ever seen him mad? Marcus moves so smoothly. He's very humble. He's a producer, promoter, and an MC. And you can throw him in there with the DJ thing, because if you want a DJ, you can hire Marcus B also. So Marcus B, I'm going to go by what this young lady say, Marcus. Her name is June Small. June Small say, Marcus B, you are truly our mayor of the Caribbean. You want to take that?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
I thought that was so cute. All right. So you want to take that?
The man, now I'm actually going to run for governor. Got a recall going on. I'm going to throw my name in the hat. Why not, right?
Why not?
But
not?
First and foremost, I really want to thank you guys for having me. It's an honor to be on your show. I've listened to you guys, and you guys do such an excellent job entertaining our community. And I first and foremost want to thank you guys for having me. I'm here, just to chit chat with you guys, and let's have some fun.
That's right. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play a lot of music. Mr. Johnson will be entertaining us, and we're going to let you tell us a little bit about, like I said on my post, who is that guy? Okay, is he Belizean? Is he Guyanese? Is he Trinidadian? He is Marcus B. All right, and he's going to tell us a bit about his story and his journey, and how he end up here. I don't even know how I came to know you, Marcus. You end up in the Belizean community, and I think you're a Belizean, right? You're a Belizean all over. So
So
Can you tell the world? Can you tell the world, because this is our discussion? We want to really know your journey in this promotion and this producing. You produce many talented and big artists, comedians. So, ladies, gentlemen, Mr. Mark Blanche,
okay,
Marcus
thank you so
Blanche.
much.
Sorry.
So to tell you a little bit about my journey, and I know there is that a lot of people wonder if I'm from Trinidad, Jamaica, Guyana, Belize. Which island am I from? I think over the
Right.
years people have become to realize that I am Guyanese. I was born in Okay. I did left Guyana at a very, very young age. I was like about 10 years old and I grew up in Brooklyn, good old Brooklyn, New York. I love New York. It's my second home. Here's I grew up in New York, and when I was growing up in New York, of course, millions of Caribbean people there, and
Mm-hmm.
it became very involved with the different, Caribbean groups and organizations. And here's one thing that growing up in New York in the 70s and 80s, I did not know any Belizeans. It was
What?
I did not meet any Belizeans in New York. All right. I know everybody else. It was Trinis and Bajans and the whole Caribbean diaspora were there. And I
Mm-hmm.
came out here in the 80s. And when I came to California, every other person was a Belizean. Okay. So I'm like, wait a minute. I've never met anyone from Belize, and now I'm here and I'm meeting all these people. Every other person, Caribbean person, is Belizean. And I'm like, I'm loving this. So I said, and the one thing that I realized about Belizeans, your guys, especially in entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
the music is, you guys party just like Guyanese. Okay? When it comes to partying, you go to a Trini party, you hear mostly soca. You go to a Jamaican party, you hear mostly reggae. You go to a Guyanese or Belizean party, you hear everything. And
Everything.
you hear reggae, you hear soca. We love our slow jams in Guyana. We love to
Mhm.
walk and the Sam Cooke and Nat King Cole's and all that old stuff. And I find myself hanging out with Belizeans, and I'm like, these guys party like Guyanese. So that I started hanging out with more Belizeans than anyone else. So
Mhm.
I just love my Belizean peeps that I've met out here. The culture is so vibrant, so rich. I became friends with so many people from Belize,
Mhm.
very close friends. And that's part of my journey in terms of how I got connected with not only the Caribbean diaspora in New York, but here in California. Mostly through my music. I started as a DJ, and then I started doing some of the biggest Caribbean nightclubs here in LA. What everybody knows as what's the spot there on Rio. We used to be called Eclipse back
Will,
in
do
the
you know that spot?
No, 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 no. I was not in America then.
you know no, the spot right by you, Lorna, right around the corner. Savoy.
Oh, so boy.
I used
Oh,
to run
Yeah.
Savoy for many years. We did
oh,
many shows there, and we went from nightclub after nightclub. I started producing a lot of artists. We brought so many big names. You name them, we brought them in the reggae and soca
yeah.
scene.
I noticed you had Beanie Man and Elephant Man and all those
Yeah,
guys in your
Byron Lewis, Byron
band.
Darby Dobson, and
Mm-hmm.
but I always want to enrich my Caribbean culture. After that, we started doing a lot of plays. The famous Oliver Samuels. I produce a lot of his plays, and then the biggest thing we do now is the Caribbean comedy series, which is a massive production. It's one of my best productions that I do. We bring up comedians. We even had Dylan Jones from Belize came up and
Oh,
did
okay, okay.
one of our comedy shows. But that's the biggest production we do. So we've evolved. I try to keep the markets brand relevant. So we
Yeah.
went from DJing to doing concerts to doing plays to doing comedies. You name it, we do it.
Right.
That's what marketing entertainment does. Yeah.
And I noticed you also had guys like Chris Spencer and all those. But how many years now you've been running the comedy show? Because I see stuff that's go all the way back to 2012.
Yes, the comedy has been around for almost probably about 15 years now.
15
We started
years.
out at a nightclub on Wilshire and Western. I think it was called, I forgot that club name. It was
Wilshire.
just a regular nightclub, just hold a few hundred people. And we just did our first comedy show there with Chris Spencer. And if you know, you can just Google Chris Spencer, amazing producer. He produced so much in Hollywood.
Right.
But he's been a mentor for me in the comedy business, and you know we did our first show with him. He still continued to support us. He actually was going to do this show coming up in our next comedy show. Actually, is October 23rd, and he was going to be there. Unfortunately, it's his wife's birthday, so he cannot do the show. But we have some big names coming for that show on October 23rd. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right.
All right, we're gonna come back to you, Marcus, because I know we have a lot of history. You have a lot of history behind the things that you do, and we have someone that joined us in there. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome, and we do appreciate you guys take the time out your busy schedule. I know, Loverboy, you have a lot to do. You're gonna have to run as soon as you get off this platform. But we want to welcome you guys. We want to welcome him here today, guys. Here with us, you guys know him as
Loverboy, the Prince.
Prince
Yeah, that's right.
of Belize. Prince of Belize, you guys. And Prince of Belize, we're going to talk about the names because you know there's a lot of questions as far as that name, Prince of Belize, is concerned. And I know you are a #1 artist, and you brought out major hits after hits. And we're going to talk about the tornado, which put you on the map because he came out like a tornado. I know he back in the days, you know, at a young age and stuff like that, the street almost took a hold of you back then, but music gave you a turn for the better. So we want to hear your journey. We want to hear your story, and I want you to tell the world just a little bit of your younger journey and what makes you turn into music. And we're gonna continue our interview. We have a lot of juice. Yes.
Yeah, I want to kickstart with a beautiful song from Loverboy before he even open his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Before he even open his mouth. Yeah. We want to kickstart.
And you're perfect this way. So no matter what they say, you are beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Don't you know that you are beautiful? And no matter what them say, yeah. God made you this way, and you're perfect this way. So no matter what they say, you are beautiful. Well, I don't know what it's like to walk a mile in your shoes or sit a day in your chair, and I don't know what it is you're feeling deep down inside, but I can see the tears when you cry, and so I know you must be hurt, you must be in pain, that it must be one of those days. You should know that there is somebody somewhere that will always love you, cause you're beautiful. You should know that you are beautiful. Say, yeah. God made you this way, and you're perfect this way. So no matter what they say, you are beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Don't you know that you are beautiful? And no matter what them say, yeah. God made you this way, and you're perfect this way. So no matter what they say, you are beautiful.
Focus on Belize music itself, organic, authentic Belize music, is because they almost don't have no words to make I describe that, you know, and just the excitement, you know, that people have. You know, I am 100% blessed and 100% humbled and grateful for that. I see over the years that the connection to the people, when you give something to somebody that they could take pride and ownership of because it's theirs. You understand me? There's no better feeling than that.
Well, it's a fully blind people we can't look around, and the deaf people we can't hear a sound. Paraplegic and Down syndrome. If you're schizophrenic or wheelchair bound, you're still royal, put on your crown, and don't ever let nobody make you feel down, cause you're still alive. You're alright when you look at yourself, you should realize beautiful. You should know that you are beautiful. It no matter what them say, yeah. God made you this way, and you're perfect this way. So no matter what they say, you are beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Don't you know that you are beautiful? And no matter what them say, yeah. God made you this way, and you're perfect this way. So no matter what they say, you are beautiful.
The music right there of Loverboy in the house.
Yes, sir. I like when you do that voice, big man. I like when you do that voice.
Yes,
I love when you do that voice. Top of the morning to everybody. First of all, I want to say, you guys are a beautiful set of people. Miss Lorna, you know easy? Okay, all right, good. Top of the morning, Mr. Marcus B. Top of the morning, the big man, the big DJ. Mr. Will Johnson, you know the one. Top of the morning, all the listeners, all the beautiful listeners are so ready, are so hyped, are so excited for this.
Hype is good.
Yes,
Hype
sir.
is good.
Yes, sir.
Talk to the people for me. Talk to the people. We haven't heard from you in a long time, Loverboy. Give them what Loverboy has been doing up to and all that good stuff. Just give us a refresher where you came from, Loverboy. And we have a question from people that probably is saying, you know, Prince of Belize and all that stuff. So give us a little story up behind Loverboy.
Well, we could address the Prince part one time after
yes,
that.
let's address the Prince. Let's get that
Remember
out.
what I was saying? Remember what I was saying yesterday with Gwen? If we're going to
He said there's no boundaries, you guys. We could ask any question we want. Marcus, you can ask question if you want.
Definitely.
This is a
I will
discussion.
tell you, like what we discussed yesterday, right? And for the listeners, for Mr. Marcus B, for Mr. Will Johnson, and you know what I mean, the world at large that's in tune and listening, I want this to be one of the interview where you ask the thing. You say the thing. I don't want to make this be when you log off or when you think that to say, boom, man, I should have asked them on this or I should have been this. No, this is it. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm open. I'm all ears. I welcome everybody's inquiries, questions, or whatever. So off the top, the Prince thing. When you think of a prince, right, you think of somebody that, of course, is royal. You know what I mean? My grandmother raised me to know and to feel that, you know what I mean, every ghetto youth is royal. You understand me? I left the king thing alone because when you think of a prince, you think about somebody that is growing in to his ultimate potential, right? You see the person, you respect the person, you know that they are royalty, but they're growing. And I look at my career as ever growing. You understand me? There's so much that Loverboy has not done as of yet, and there's so much that I have done thanks to the Most High and to supportive fans. But I always want to leave room to grow and to expand and to explore this beautiful world, all while reminding myself that I do have a responsibility of this crown that I wear on my head. So that when the Prince and Belize thing come, man, that's Ali, the people that take it and we just crown me Prince too, and then we just gone from there. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
So I love it, by the way. So, you know, the Prince is here, you guys. The Prince is here. So, Lover.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're gonna discuss a lot about your music and things that happen along your journey. Okay. Yeah. All right. So first of all,
what I don't mean to interrupt you. I want to tell the people that there's something why I don't love this interview, Mr. Marcus B. I don't know if you ever hear Beautiful before, but when I introduce it, he's a professional. So
the man with the vibes first. You don't know it like that. But the rhythm catch us.
It's very-
And it starts moving, right?
Very catchy. Very catchy.
I watch the man vibes and first the man they give it a chance. The man say, "I can hear this thing." I don't really know.
And-
But then after you want to see
the man start to shake.
I know you gotta get in there.
We got a thing.
I started to do my Will Johnson move.
Yes, sir. You don't say it, Miss Lorna.
But thanks for that song, Loverboy. That's among many of your hits. I'm glad that you came out with Beautiful. And we had the chance at Elegant Flair to work with you and so many other projects like God Pick Me. God Pick Me. And he has some titles of songs that he came out, you guys, with.
Yes.
And I want you to tell him about God Pick Me, because with that video, Mr. Johnson, do you have God Pick Me? I need to make the audience see that video once again with
Okay. Well,
Elegant Flair, if you want.
Miss Lorna, if you don't mind, while Mr. Johnson load up and line up, I will talk about Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful is a record that, I wrote when I'm going to think about just the condition of where we live in as a society at large, as and how there's always a part of society that's X'd out. You understand what I mean? And when you think about the word beautiful beautiful is very subjective, right? Because they said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But when society have a certain standard where generally overall people look to and say this are the standard, what happened to the rest of the people in there? You understand me? And so I say that while I love to make party record, and I'm known for making party record, if I may say so, but I also want to deliver records that people could live by, people could that not have an age to it, that not have a certain sector of society to it that is all inclusive. So I wrote this record Beautiful, and on the hook you hear the voice of Super G that sang the hook for me, and very legendary recording artist. I'm done. So the story behind that, I don't write the whole record already, and I gone in and I sing the chorus, you right? But at the same time, we the work part. So next thing, so Super come in at the studio, and I say, Super, matter of fact, I'm done record it. So I said, Super, try this chorus to me. When the man sing it, I said, take off my voice off of that thing. Take it off one time. I said, take it off one time. He delivered it so beautifully, and I will always appreciate him for that. And so yes, that's beautiful. Yes, sir.
Very beautiful.
With that being said, we're going to introduce the video that you asked from Miss Lorna, God Pick Me, and it goes like this.
Mr. Will, you have to say it in the voice, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the song from Loverboy, the Prince of Belize, God Pick Me.
There you go.
I will always be alright. God is by my side. Every man in a we chance as I'm a day. It no matter what the devil wanna say. Every man in a we chance as I'm a day. It no matter what the devil wanna say. Be that God take me. I'm no afraid for none of them. Be that God take me. That's why the devil can't win. Be that God take me. I'm no afraid for none of them. Be that God take me. Yes, it is Loverboy, and I am too blessed to be stressed. I will never let them get me down. I will never let them take my crown. Keep my faith and I stood my ground. He won't let me down. I will never let them get me down. I will never let them take my crown. Keep my faith and I stood my ground. He won't let me down. Cause me that God take me. And me no fear for none of them. Me that God take me. That's why the devil can't win. Me that God take me. And me no fear for none of them. Me that God take me. God take me. Salute. If you know you that God pick me right now, I want you put your hand in the air. When I say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. Put it up, shoot it up, put it up, shoot it up. Hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. Shoot it up, push it up, push it up. Yes, sir. When the devil try to bury me alive, when the haters try to break my stride, you stood right by my side. man in every chance as I'm a day. It don't matter what the devil wanna say. Every man in every chance as I'm a day. It don't matter what the devil wanna say. Me that God pick me, and me no afraid for none of them. Me that God pick me, that's why the devil can't win. Me that God pick me, and me no afraid for none of them. Me that God pick me, God pick me. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Most High forever.
The voice of Loverboy.
Wow. Memories.
Now, I want to say this real quickly, Lorna, if you may. I almost want to be positive that in saying most musicians reach a certain part in their life where this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to create some song involving God, because that happened to me too. I have a whole album, gospel album, that I have not released yet. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that, because ultimately, with everything we go through in our life, we still have to thank the one above. Period.
Yes.
Just wanted to say that.
Definitely.
And Marcus, that's the very first time Marcus is getting introduced to these songs of yours, I'm pretty sure. Marcus, have you seen those videos or heard them songs before?
I have not. I have not. You know, I need to. You know. I again, you know, I kind of moved away from the music, like I said, because the comedy and the plays really took over a lot of my production. You know, and the older you get, you want to spend more time with family, you want to travel, you want to do things, and you want to simplify your productions. You know, I must say, putting on shows with artists is very, very hard. It's very difficult. You know, some artists are easy to work with, and others, as you guys know, it's
yes.
You know, so
that nearly like a point for me just now, Miss Lorna. That nearly like I have to rewind this footage. I have to rewind this footage and see how your hand gone or so.
Exactly.
Some artists have to work with that nearly like a wink for me, and like a point and the elbow for me. They don't know. I don't know it.
We'll get tissue.
I get a tissue because in my tour wrong this place, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
But let me tell you, but after listening to Loverboy, you know, I've been knowing the brother for years. You know, we've never had the opportunity to work together. Several people still reach out to me to try to get me to do shows, and I've not totally ruled it out. And you know, because when I have my different events, you know, sometimes I want to bring like the boat rides. You know, say, okay, maybe I just bring an artist here, the comedy show, bring an artist just to mix it up. So, you know, getting exposed to his music is definitely, like I said, I've been knowing the brother for so long. He's always got great music, you know. A lot of the new stuff I'm not familiar with, but I would love to, you know, maybe we could connect and work together.
Of course. So, if you don't mind, so God Picked Me, right? God Picked Me is the record that if I was asked out of all my records, which record is the one that kind of defines or you know, kind of sums up my existence, right? God Picked Me would be the record, right? And it's for several reasons, right? Obviously the name, God Picked Me. And it's also, I wrote it at a time when, if you listen to it, it has a very rebellious, you know, rebellious feeling to drive to it. Like I know they say that God Picked Me, they say that God Picked Me, you understand me? And that's when I felt like my back was against the wall. And it's a statement that I wanted to put out there as a response to certain things that I was going through, which we are getting to. You understand me? But that record there speaks volume, Miss Lorna. You have been an angel throughout my career. You understand me? And not just me. You're a very selfless person, from my experience with you. And I want to make whoever is listening understand that me says so. You've been very selfless. You're for a cause. You're for the people. You understand me? You welcome me and my family and my crew with open arms. Not to mention your wicked party dancing. You understand me? So just so you know, so this record is history because it's not a lot of up-and-coming artists that have hit difference, hit gospel records, right?
Mm.
That's a gospel record. You understand me? Yeah, and it just shows that and it don't mean this is no shade, of course, to nobody. It's just very important. We are now. I tell my story, right? Everybody come
Exactly.
tell their story.
And now this is that's what we want today. We want you guys to tell your story.
Exactly.
And once you guys gave us the green light of approval to tell your story, ask the question that the people, because you know that we represent the people that wants to ask you guys certain questions.
Of course. So yeah, just in conclusion, so God picked me, I feel like sums up my existence. I want to say rest in peace, Miss Lorna. Probably, I don't know if I tell you about the director, G-Bone, who came and directed the video with us. Yeah. So yeah, he ended up, passing away from COVID. So
unfortunately.
Yeah, so rest in peace to G-Bone. And big respect to his entire family, his two young sons. Something about this record, finally, I want to say that, okay, I know I jumped wrong, and I would love to listen to Mr. Marcus B after I talk about this, because I definitely want to, bounce back and forth and definitely give each other the opportunity to deliver what we come to deliver. But as a segue, I want to say, when I was incarcerated, right, a lot of people have this idea that, boy, first of all, a lot of people don't know which, I know where I get into, but it must be the right song every day, or you got for the right thing, I got time to do nothing else, the right, I got nothing to do. That's the farthest thing from the truth.
Right.
I spend most of my time just trying to survive and exist. That, trust me, writing song, I'm the last thing from my mind. Where I come back to that, but I'm want to say, one day I'm going to question God. As they say, we shouldn't, but I'm the question of why no song not come to me like, I want, this experience, I have to write, I have to do something. And then God, I have a voice where I say, well, I don't give the song. That time God picked me, we don't come out. You understand me? So I don't give the song, you don't sing the song, you just have to live out the song now. You get a sense? So at the end of the day, when we come back, we jump into the rest. But thank you guys for listening. Mr. Marcus B.
Right. So we're gonna go back to Marcus B, and then we're gonna come back to you, because I have another song that I would like Mr. Johnson to find, that I want to know your reason behind this particular song, and is that still happening today with you? And Mr. Johnson, just so you know, is gonna be Backbiter. Backbiter. Yes. So Marcus B, we're going to go back to you on this production promotion part of it, and how you are able to connect with the Caribbean community and with your comedy series. Oh my goodness. The first time I went through that thing, I was amazed. So I want you to tell us a little bit more of, was it a difficult journey to get the Caribbean people together? Because you know how we are.
Right.
You know how we are, and for some reason you're able to bring them out by the thousands.
Right. But let me say this. I think one of the key things is in promotion, you got to get out, and you got to get outside of your circle. Like I said, I'm Guyanese. I was born in Guyana. If I only depended on Guyanese people to come to my function, it would not be successful. So I tend to hang out with every group of people. And that's why people are like, man, I don't even know where Marcus is from. Is he from Trinidad? Is he from Belize? Because the Trinidad's got a function going on, I'm there. Jamaicans got a function going on, I'm there. My Belize people I'm there. So I think one of the key things with promotion, you got to go around, you got to support people. You got to stay humble in the business. Being humble is something that people don't realize the value of just being humble and being respectful and listen to people. And when people, make comments, listen to them and try to rectify the situation,
Totally agree.
Yeah, that has really, really taken me a long way in terms of how I'm able. And one of the things that I got to be honest, social media has changed the game in terms of promotion. I remember that I came out here in the 80s. And I was one of those people, when you came out of the club and there was a flyer on your car, that was me. Who put that? Okay. Every nightclub, sometimes I wake up, I'm tired, I want to go home, but I gotta wait till the people coming out the club, and I gotta be handing out flyers and putting flyers on cars, and it was
Right.
just, it's
And
very,
have you ever faced with people? Because I know some people look at promoters as negative, like they bugging all the time, they in your
I,
face. Have you ever experienced any negativity out there, anything at all
I
during your
I would
many
say
years?
for the most part, no. I think a lot of people are most people are glad to get the information because sometimes people don't know what's going on. I think most people are kind of glad to get the information. They are those people who don't want to be bothered,
I know you
Yeah.
get some
So,
of them, like,
and that's fine. But again, getting back to the point I was about to make, but social media, we don't have to go out there and necessarily, put the flyers on the car and do that. At the click of the button, you could reach thousands of people. You know,
right.
so social media has really changed the game. I'm able to, spend more time with friends, with family, and just kind of promote behind the scene. But despite that, it's still something about that human touch,
Touch.
that contact, the getting out there and hanging out with people that I still go out as often as possible. And it has been difficult with COVID.
Yes,
COVID has changed the game.
right.
Some say like, should we be promoting? Should we not be promoting? Should we check for have people vaccinated? Some of my events, like my comedy show, you have to be vaccinated. You know, it's just one of those things that I choose to do, and I respect people's decision. If they don't want to, but I've chosen to do that. But my concern is mostly for people to be safe.
Safe.
When they come to my events, you don't need this security with the guns and like going into a war zone. You're not gonna see that at my events. My events is mature people, working class
Very.
people. You come out, you have a good time.
And that's
Yeah.
what we love. And that's what we love about you. We're going to get into the many things that you have coming up. And he
I
have his calendar of events for the year that we're going to get into in a few.
right.
But
Let me just
but I want to,
let me just read a comment quite quickly, Miss Lerner, coming from Pupa
yes,
Curly. Large up yourself, Marcos. Be big respect for all you've done for the Caribbean community. That's coming
yes,
from Pupa Curly on Facebook.
Big up,
exactly.
Curly. Great brother, man. We worked together. We both worked together quite a few times. Respect, Papa.
Right. And have you ever get one question for you? Then we're going to go back to Lover because we're jumping back and forth having this
Yes, of
conversation.
course, of
But
course.
have you ever get any, we'll call it beef about, because I noticed that a lot of your events, you hire our Belizean musicians, and I be smiling all the time. I'm just like, oh, I love this guy. He just keeping these folks, working. And I noticed on most of the bill, if everybody can look and see that, you see a lot of Belizean from the bands, and not just the solo artists,
Yeah,
the major bands and the artists, and
yeah.
I mean, you did it all for us. But have you been beat up about that as far as just
Uh,
getting out
no,
Belizeans?
no,
Okay.
not at all, not at all. People know me and they respect me and they respect my decision. And you go for the best. So if I think a Belizean artist is the best artist for this production, it's gonna be a Belizean artist. If it's a
Mhm.
Jamaican artist, it's so be it. If it's a Trinity, and then I tend to not look at that line like, oh, they're from Belize or it's a Trinity, or I'm looking for the best
The
artist in
Right,
my.
Caribbean,
right.
yes.
Like for example, I'll give you a perfect example. My comedy shows, 99% of the time, people don't know the comedians I'm bringing. Like for example, the headliner for this show is Jay Martin. Most of you guys never heard of Jay Martin. He's
Right.
gonna steal the show. When we brought Trevor Eastman, nobody never heard of Trevor Eastman. Mark Trinidad, nobody never hear about these guys. But I know the talent, and nobody don't even know where they're from. But when these guys hit the stage, everybody's like, "Oh my God!" The shows are always sold out. All my comedy shows,
Always.
because people realize, you know what? It doesn't even matter where these guys from. It's gonna be a great production. So
Right.
to your point, I never really got beat up because okay, I got a bunch of Belizean, musician like the boat ride coming up. We got Belizean a dollar coming from Belize. You know,
Right.
we got Rancho. People ain't even looking at it's Belize. They just come in. The boat ride is sold out. There's people from every Caribbean diaspora that's coming out. They just
Right.
want a good time. So
All right. Well, that's great.
about
That,
it.
because we respect you and we know when Marcus B is having something, you guys is gonna be great. And you never fail us. We appreciate you so much. And this
And
is the reason why we wanted you to come here so that they can hear you state these facts and these things. So we appreciate you. We congratulate you. And I
thank
know the whole Caribbean people is rooting for you at this point because you and your wife, we must get the lady in there,
of course, gotta pick up wife, man.
your backbone, all
That's
right?
29 years, man. 29 years of marriage.
Yes,
That's
happy anniversary again. Yes, yes, yes.
we just celebrated 29 years this month. So
And,
great
and
lady.
that's
Thank you.
and that's a great lady that stuck behind you with all this stuff you have to deal with the Caribbean community because they're not easy. All
Yeah.
right. So we're gonna come back to you. We're gonna go to some music so that people can be dancing and we can get sweaty at this point. And we're gonna come back to Loverboy to tell us all about this music and what he is facing in the community with this type of song, the backbiters, and what is the backbiter? What do you mean by that, Mr. Johnson?
You know the kind of people will laugh up in your face and turn round and stab you in your back. Yeah, behind your back, they want talk in your face, they want laugh. They that backbiter, what about a backbiter? You do good, you do bad, it no matter they want talk. They that backbiter, what about a backbiter? They no want see you happy, but they love it when you sad. They that backbiter, what about a backbiter? If you know you don't know one, who no put up, who no hand, you don't know backbiter. You is not a backbiter. Reality. Somebody work with you every day. Somebody in your own family. Mind who you call friend. It's a Sonic in a day. Salon only in a day. Salon only in a day. Salon only in a day. Sonic in a day. Salon only in a day. Salon only in a day. Salon only in a day. When the money they run, after they come around, they stay right by you. They know what left for you. They only want to think you out, only want to eat you out. So they stick by you, the bug and they live by you. When everything done, I no more that like they run, then they switch by you, the bug and they by you. After they suck you out, turn around and cuss you out, the bug and they turn by you. When you broke, they run for you. Behind your back, they want talk in your face, they want laugh. They that backbiter, what about a backbiter? You do good, you do bad, it no matter they want talk. They that backbiter, what about a backbiter? They no want see you happy, but they love it when you sad. They that backbiter, what about a backbiter? If you know you don't know one, who no put up, who no hand, you don't know backbiter. You is not a backbiter. It's a Sonic in a day, Salon only in a day. No, if you're sure your friendship real, make her hear you sing. I'd rather have no friend than a bunch of fake friend. I'd rather have no friend than a bunch of fake friend. Some of them are plastic friend, lot of them are paper friend. I'd rather have no friend than a bunch of fake friend. I'd rather have no friend than a bunch of fake friend. If you got a real friend, you got a true friend. If you got a real friend, put up two of your hand them. Fire on a plastic friend. Big up my true friend.
Voice of one and only Loverboy, the Prince. We're live on Radio Belizemix. I wake up like that.
Behind your back, they want talk in your face, they want laugh. They that backbiter, what a bunch of backbiter. You do good, you do bad, it no matter they want talk. They that backbiter, what a bunch of backbiter. They no want see you happy, but they love it when you sad. They that backbiter, what a bunch of backbiter. If you know you don't know one, who no put up, who no hand, you don't know backbiter. You is not a backbiter.
real talk, real video, real message. Miss Lerna?
Wow.
Yeah,
There's
my
a whole lot.
brother.
Yes, Marcus. There's a whole lot going on in that song.
You tell me.
Loverboy.
Yeah,
Okay.
make we talk
Pick up
about
the
it.
pick
Make
up
we
the pick up
Make
the
me talk about that song because you say a whole lot of things.
Yes, yes.
So please
So
tell us about that song, Mr. Johnson, Backbiter. My,
Oh,
what you think about
powerful message, because we have this going on every time, Miss Lerna, in every
that song?
society, every country, every culture. We have always have people who are striving for the better, but we always have those other people on the other side who want to take you down. And that's a fact, and it remains, and it's going to always be around. When we long gone, it's still going to be around. But you have to stand tall, and you have to keep your head up,
yes,
right, Lover
yes,
boy?
Right.
yes.
Mar-
Mr. Marcus B,
Loverboy.
I would have loved to hear your review. I didn't
Marcus
know you
B,
for
let me
this
hear
show.
what you think
I,
about that
you
song.
know, I would have loved to hear your thumbs up.
No,
Okay.
Exactly.
this is what I'm picking up. I'll be honest, all the songs I've heard, it just catchy, very catchy. You know,
Yes,
it's
sir.
easy to pick it up, easy to think, and it's so true. You know, we know it
Sure.
like Mr. Johnson say, it's in every culture, every
Sure.
society. Everybody could relate to it. You know,
Yes.
so
Yeah. That record there, but like it's self-explanatory, right? So I feel like you guys said, it's in every sector of society. You know, from your small to your big to your old. You understand me? It happened, but I feel like it's in how you deal with it. I feel like growth is represented when you put effort into learning how to address and deal with and manage living with such people, because we all share this world, right? We none of we know they are by ourselves. None of we know they are with only our type of people, meaning only like-minded people. You wake up that morning and maybe in your household, because you guys live together, you have a general culture of your house, how you do things. But as soon as you step out of the door, you meet Mr. Man and Miss Lady, will think completely different for you. You get the sense?
Absolutely.
And then not everybody have the purest of intentions, right? And we are all sensitive human beings, right? So sometimes I realize that when people not understand you, that then they go, a lot of times go up on that side. Just kind of people just dislike what they don't understand. You understand me? And you know, sometimes people, make we keep it real, sometimes people bad mind, you know, for nothing whatsoever. You ever, may I tell you something?
Right.
You ever get confused, you see somebody who might have more than you. In terms of maybe money, as far as we could see, not see the actual packet, but maybe this person here, you know what I mean, have a bigger house than you, or this person have something that you consider to be more than you, but that's the person still jealous you. And it's just so confusing. That tells you that the dangerous thing about backbiting is because the thing that it can't be fixed. You understand me? Because the thing that most of the time when people envy and jealous, it that's something within. That's something where you can maybe they got a big house, but nobody know I got at their house. You got your lead hot and people want to run you.
yeah.
You get the sense?
They kind of your lead small pad, right?
You got a lead hot, and then people want to pack up in your hut and they got a mansion and nobody know want to go there. That could be jealousy.
Right.
You could dress up in your Target clothes. Discover Target, no lie.
I saw
You
that
look
Target.
good. You look good.
You saw that Target, Mr. Michael B. I know why you come out everything up for this show. I know why you could do up for this show. You know. Anyway, no, but in a real life, it did come from Target, and it's a great example. Some people, make I tell you something, I'll be real. A lot of people, especially people like turn up their nose at people, we like swag out. Me, I love swag out. I love fashion. I'm an entertainer. I want to dress up for the people. I want to switch up the hair from blue to red. I love it. Right. That no mean I broke my pocket for them. You get the sense?
Exactly.
That no mean I know I pay the people and I know I make them drive me from their house because I go and go buy $1,000 this. No.
Right.
The problem is people assume that. Assume that. And then what they do is they tie that to your core values. Listen to me carefully. They tie in how you look or how you appear to your core values. So they say he not humble,
Mm.
Mhm.
He dress up, you know, humble. All he care about that clothes. Or you know, that's a real thing in our society.
Yes,
No,
of course.
one next person might choose to dress differently from you that might appear more humble.
Mm.
But little do you know that she can might cost more than this $10 shirt.
Mm.
You understand? You understand? So it's all about what we do to each other, right? We don't
Right.
take the time for really give each other a chance, even though we know they have different type of people in the world. We just go ahead and we start put them in our box.
Mm.
There's a great freedom. Everybody listening, there's a great freedom in the middle finger. This is me, I to be real. You understand me?
Correct.
There's a great freedom in the middle finger. It don't have to be physical. It could be metaphorically. You get the sense? There's a great freedom of living for you because when your time done, 9 times out of 10 they're not going at you.
Right.
Right.
9 times out of
That's
10
true.
you did today they talk about somebody else tomorrow.
Mm. Yeah.
So easier you live and use the time that the Most High has given
Mhm.
you, has blessed you with,
Right.
for please you and the people that you respect and the people that show you love. You understand me? And anything outside of that circle, man, make that talk. Get them a show. You get it? Bring that up to them for one second.
Hey, Loverboy, like I said earlier, man, one of the key things I noticed, humble. Once you stay humble in the business,
Yes,
no
sir.
matter what people say, man, you know, you
Right.
Yes.
just humble, be respectful to people,
Yeah.
and it takes you a long way. That's my
I,
take.
I love this conversation. Humble, right? Humility.
Humble.
Like what I was saying, I want to make people understand this, right? Especially, let's say, not even just young, but entrepreneurs. Young, by the way, see my best friend here in our life. I
Yes.
don't know.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good job, but make your voice be bigger than mine. So you have to. Anyway, so humility, right? The word humility, humble, that's a word that's thrown around a lot, especially when you deal with music, comedy, anything that there is a celebrity or celebrity involved or fame involved. You will notice that that word it's a big part of the word, but how we define the word is what I a lot of time have a problem with. And I want to tell all three of you and whoever is listening this, don't let anybody weaponize your humility. Don't let anybody take the word humble and weaponize it. Meaning this, I could appreciate you. I could appreciate you hiring me. I could know that you are the promoter and you to pay me my paycheck and you guys are giving me a platform right now. But I still could stand up for respect.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
That's
Humble
the
and
problem.
respect. Be respectful.
Humility does not mean take everything where they do you. That's not humility.
No.
That's not humility. But it's important because a lot of people equate it like that.
Yeah.
If you stand up and say, well, hold on, Mr. Man, or hold on, Miss Lady, I appreciate this job, but no, I don't sign up for this part of the job, or no, you can't treat me like this, just that automatically. As soon as you write something to them and say, hey, this part of the contract not work for me, be humble, man. You got a lot of ego. No, humility don't mean that anything where you do me, I have to take. Where say, Mr. Marcus B, where say?
No, but again, like I said, not only that, it's got to be respectful. You got to be respectful, you know, because, you know, a lot of times at the stage of my career, where I'm at in terms of producing and everything, I could do with or without it. You know, I'm in a good space. I'm comfortable. You know, I'm not desperate. You know, so to be again, you got to be humble, but you got to be respectful also. You got to be respectful to
on
people.
your side.
You know, and you know, but to your point, you're absolutely right. You know.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to take this time before we forget to thank some people.
Okay.
And as some of my families that sponsored this program for us to be running this program for over 5 years now, Mr. Johnson. Over about 6 years now, we do this program. I wake up like this, you guys. It's a once a month program. And I ask for everyone's support once we bring in our guests on to, you know, to just promote each and every one. So at this point, I want to take the opportunity to thank Little Belize Restaurant, of course, you guys. Little Belize Restaurant.
Definitely.
We thank you. We thank you. Probis Tax and Accounting. We thank you. certain executive transportation. And you guys, check with me if you guys need executive transportation, all right?
What
My
that,
brother
Miss
did
Luna?
have, huh?
What that executive transportation?
The limousine and the black luxury trucks and
Hey!
the
What is
yes,
happening?
hey.
That was style, like, come on,
Yes, all right. So if you guys want to ride in style,
Mm-hmm.
check with me first before you go anywhere else. My
That's
brothers
good.
and sister company. Yes, that's good to
That's
know.
good to know because I normally, when I do those kind of things, Norman Lewis limousine, I always use him whenever I need that kind of service. But it's good to know that you're doing that. I did not know that. So I definitely.
Okay, we're gonna send you that information, you guys. We're gonna inbox you guys. I'll have my Dr. Tez. Dr. Tez will be forwarding that information. I want to thank my team, Dr. Tez. Thank you for pushing and keeping us. My daughter Brianna, technical support, and she changed me. She dressed me, and she tell me what to do. So
Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Do a great job.
you guys know Bree. You guys know Bree. So I want to thank. Oh, and the theme song, "I Wake Up Like This." You guys know Mr. Michael Wagner. I thank him
Big
for
up
that
yourself,
song.
artist.
Mr. Paul McGregor. I love that theme song. Did I say Probate Tax and Accounting and Radio Belize Mix, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson.
There you go.
Radio Belize Mix, you guys. All
The
right.
one with the fancy shot.
There you go.
The one with the wait, the one where the flexing muscle.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, you got muscles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Here we come.
I don't even have to go to Marcus B comedy show. They happen right now. Right now.
Here,
You know,
exactly.
Marcus say, you see that shirt? Which part? The dollar tree? Which part is the shirt again? I message you.
99-cent store.
Pleasure. Go ahead, Miss Lerner. I get Miss Lerner. Miss Lerner, we probably lost her. Okay, so I'm going to go to this video, a very special video right here, coming from Loverboy. Very interesting. It says, pay attention. That's what I want you to do right now.
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention.
You should get to know yourself so that you can be yourself. You must learn to love yourself before you love somebody else. Remember when things get tough, hold on tight and don't give up. Keep your moral values up. Don't let nobody set you up. They can always take my bling. I can always lose my fame, but then knowledge in my brain, nobody can take that away. Don't forget where you come from. Always give back when you can, because in the longer run, what goes up must come down.
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention.
Some will try to kill your dreams, trample down your self-esteem. Make sure that your heart is clean. Be careful of the friends you keep. Some people will build you up just so they can break you down. Keep your feet on solid ground. Backbiters are all around. My beautiful boys and girls, future leaders of this world, who God bless, no one cares. Just make sure you put him first, and remember you can be anything you want to be, as long as you earn your keep, cause nothing in life is free.
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. La 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 la.
voice of Loverboy on Radio Belizemix and Wake Up Like This. Queen Learner, our host, our guest Loverboy, Marcus B.
One thing about that song, let them come in first.
Oh, you want to say something?
Okay.
So
Go ahead, Fred.
I helped him write that song word for word. It was all me. So
Ooh,
All right.
nice. Good job.
Thank you, credit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Pay
Mhm.
attention. So I have to
Pay
big up Miss Tanya.
attention.
I have to big up Miss Tanya Carter on the hook on that one.
Okay.
Very beautiful vocalist. Very beautiful vocalist. Been put in the work for a long time. That's another one, man. Another record that actually my son did have a lot to do with that record because I was talking directly to him. To be honest, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to my son in this record, and in this video, if you notice, he was my inner child. You understand me? So that was the whole concept. It's like while I talk to me, you see that my son morphed into me, and I morphed back into him because he's a junior, and he's a representation of me. And I was telling him, I was speaking to my inner child while talking to my actual child at the same time. It's a coming of age record thing that I feel like adolescents, especially, we all need this message, but I feel like the building core values is very important at an adolescent stage of life, and so that's why I'm going to speak to this record. I had Miss Tasia Woods too, by the way. Sorry, Miss Tasia Woods, Miss Sister.
Yes, Asia. Yes, don't
Powerful
forget
vocalist.
that. Yes.
My sister, a powerful vocalist, and we have more work to come. Wait till I hear the next record with me and she. No worry, no, I load up. I load up. Hear everything.
Okay,
Yet. I load up already.
Okay, all right, Lover. We're gonna get in some of these things because we only go in until 12. We're gonna go extra 30 minutes today, you guys, because we have a lot to discuss. We're gonna get into some questions about current events. Now, those were all his past music that you guys heard from Loverboy, and there's so much more. We appreciate Mr. Marcus B. To be here with us today. We appreciate you and all the things that you're doing within the community to keep us entertained. And same with Mr. Johnson. He keeps us entertained. So when you're writing songs like Backbiters and all those things, and we're not coming together in unity, and these things are been happening back then and still happening today, we are trying to mend that. We cannot get away from those things because everyone is not going to be on the same page. But we can try to mend it and just build a small community of unity, and we can be powerful with just a small group of people that understand the purpose of what we're doing. Okay? So right now, what I want to do, because I know you guys have a lot happening that's coming up, I want to make sure I get everybody in to thank everybody that has been a big support of this program, has been sharing, commenting, and spreading the word. You guys, we appreciate you. I want to thank Little Belize. There's something happening there at 1 o'clock. If you guys want to see something different, you guys can check the restaurant out. It's a drag show. They are upstairs. They're passing through. If you guys want to check that out, and we have great brunch at Little Belize. Just call down there, get the information. It's only from 1 to 3 p.m. upstairs of Little Belize. Unbelievable, okay? So check that out at Little Belize. We thank you. Support the businesses, support. Also, right now, I'm going to go to Marcus B. Marcus B., I want you to tell us what's happening on your calendar of events so you can let the people know. And then we're going to go back to Loverboy as far as we have some question about going back into 2018. We got some little question that he have to clear up for us. So Marcus B., what's on your calendar?
Upcoming for me, it's next week, Labor Day weekend. I guess most of you probably heard about the boat ride, the all-white Caribbean boat ride, Sunday, September 5th, and it is already sold out.
Ooh.
A lot of phone calls for tickets.
Right.
Totally sold out. And thank you guys for all you guys who have purchased tickets already. Thank you so much. And, I feel stressed because I want to accommodate everybody. I got good friends that are calling for tickets, and unfortunately, we already sold out. After that, we have the comedy show, the Caribbean comedy series that was postponed last year because of COVID. It's back October 23rd. We're going to
Right.
be doing that at the Marriott Hotel by the airport. And let me tell you, I put the flyer out this week, and people are already buying the tickets up.
Of course.
It's going to be sold out. So I'm
It's
telling you.
Marcus B.
Yes. The comedy shows, it's a nice night out with the family. You could bring auntie, uncle, the young ones, the older ones. It's a great, great event out. And it's a comedy show and a dance. After the show, we have a dance. And you must have your vaccine or a COVID test 2 days
Yes.
before the show in order to attend the show. And then New Year's Eve, we will have a New Year's Eve dance at the Marriott Hotel. And, that's it. Very important. If you wish to get in touch with me, on Facebook, it's Marcus Branch, like the branch on the tree, with an E at the end. Marcus Branch.
That's why you stay green, right?
That's why I say I got the green, baby. I got the green. And then on Instagram, it's Marcus B GT, like Georgetown. Marcus B GT. If you're on Instagram, on Facebook, it's just Marcus Branch. Send me a friend request and stay in touch so you know what I'm doing when I'm doing. And my
Right.
number is public. It's my phone number, 310-922-4005. 310-922-4005. Welcome. Reach out to me anytime. I'm open always to the
Right.
community.
And when is that big Marcus B birthday? Did that pass already?
No, the birthday bash is September. Yes, that's right. September 25th. I haven't made concrete arrangements yet. I'm actually
Okay.
going to be, right after the boat ride, I'm going to be in Jamaica for like a couple of weeks. I'm going to be going to Jamaica and just relax, That's where my
Okay,
wife is
okay.
from. We're going to go relax a couple of weeks. And I get back a couple of days before my birthday. And so I'm working on the details. But September 25th, yes, it's going to be the bash. Yeah.
All right. Give it up for Marcus B, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. We appreciate you, my brother
Thank
Marcus B. Okay, we're gonna
Big
take
up,
some.
big up.
Big up.
Yes.
Let me real quick. I'm going to
Go
step
ahead.
away like 1 minute. I got to go get my charger. Come my
Go ahead. We're gonna take it up. We're gonna take it over here to Loverboy. Loverboy, we're gonna take it a little bit so you can tell us about your current situation and current things that's happening as far as your music and stuff. But we're gonna go back so you can touch a little bit about your split. With things that happened back in 2018. We're going to talk a little bit with your permission as far as the accusations and all that stuff. Back in 2018, you were held and you were away from us for a couple of years, like 2 years you was away from us. So can you touch that subject, clear that up a little bit for the community to know exactly what happened and you coming back into the music world, so can you just touch that a little bit?
Well, no problem, but I definitely don't want to leave it open-ended. I'm here to answer questions. So if there are any specific questions, then I am all ears. I'm all here and willing and ready to answer, because I wouldn't know where to start. But whatever the question is,
wait. Okay. So you were at the height of your peak in the music business, and you were the number one artist here, and all of a sudden we got this message that you were accused of kidnapping and rape. If you don't mind me just going direct, because you say
no, I want you to feel free.
Yes, because I'm still like going around in curves, but it's okay.
Just talk your mind, yes.
Right. So back in March 14, 2018, you were arrested and was charged with kidnapping and rape of a minor. What do you have to say? What do you have to say on that? Because that took the whole community into a uproar of wow.
Yeah.
We were in a shock. We were totally in a shock with that situation there. Our number one artist just got knocked down with a big accusation. So can you just tell us how you felt when that was put on you, or what do you have to say about
Well,
that situation?
okay. So you asked me, the question was how I felt, right?
Mm-hmm.
How I felt was very, very hopeless in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that for those who don't know or don't understand the case, or whatever the case may be. So I was facing. It started off with 4 life sentences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, when I first got arrested,
Two counts of rape and
yeah,
two
when they,
counts of kidnapping.
okay, when they first told me what I'm facing, they said you're facing 4 life sentences.
Hmm.
So at that point, I said that there's no way I will survive. There's no way I could. There's nothing I could do. There's no way. So I was stuck on like the feeling, because the question is how did I feel? So I felt very hopeless. I felt defeated. I felt lonely. You understand me? And confused. Right. This is in the beginning stages, right? Because
Right.
of course when you can't, you can't even imagine to hear that way to face the
Right.
amount of time, right? Then you have to consider the conviction rate and the statistics. Nobody
Right.
not be 4 life sentence. You not happen. You understand me? Then it went down to 2 life sentence. Like that any different? I only got 1 life, but but it came down to 2 life sentences that I was facing, and then of course I had decisions to make, right? Um, I was so depressed, another word. You understand
Mm-hmm.
me?
Of course.
Because here's the thing: when one person they go through something in their private life, right?
Right.
That's one thing. But when you are a public figure,
Public.
you have to
Mm-hmm.
be public. So
Right.
all your ups and your downs is public. You understand me? So
Right.
just like how you like when they clap for you and scream, "Oh my boy," and just like that, that they can't see away that they can't full force. Then we're dealing with human beings. So human beings have emotions, have feelings, and then you're for the public, so they have their opinions, right? Then
Right.
people's opinions is based on what? Their upbringing, what they were taught. Not much people know about the actual case, what happened, and what actual how it work, and how an accusation work, and what's the allegation, and they just know, how we grow up. If they're not so,
That nearly so.
they're nearly so.
That's what they say. Yeah.
You understand me? And I mean, lot are nearly so, my case. So one thing I want to say right before I'm gonna go back and forth, but I want to make the people know I not take nobody for granted that give me a listening ear, because you don't have to.
Right.
To have me in your heart, or have a open mind to even hear anything I have to say or listen to my music, that is so appreciated, and that is not based on innocence or guilt, because you don't have to be guilty, you don't have to be innocent for people to just say me no want nothing to do with he, but you know what I mean, they don't need proof that you didn't do something. So the fact I am so privileged, I am so blessed as an artist and as a man and as a father. You understand me? That I'm able to just stand up. Well, I'm not literally stand up, no, but stand up metaphorically, stand up, continue to be successful, even though it's an uphill battle, and I recognize that, and I up for the challenge. But I'm so grateful. But I don't want to go around the question. The question was, how did I feel? I felt defeated. I felt lonely. I felt like that was the end of my life. I will be open and honest on this program. That was one of the first time I seriously think about take my own life in the middle of that situation.
Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
That was a lot.
It took so much for me to grow out, like to evolve. I did try to explain it to in such a way that, okay, so the first couple, you just crippled with fear. You're just afraid. That's it. You're afraid. You're afraid for jail. You're afraid for I'm in a dark cell. Yeah, literally the cell where the jail where they just shut down the LA downtown the LA. That I am there for the first part. So it was very.
Down?
It was very. I think either they were shut it down or they don't shut it down. I'm not sure, but very illegal situation whereby it's like so dark, anything could happen to you there. So the first thing was just survival, fear, Jamani, of course, is the first thing on my mind. You
Of
understand
course.
me? It took me a while to start go beyond the confusion and start look on the actual case.
Oh
When
boy.
you understand me?
Any
No,
question?
go ahead, go ahead.
Any question, Mr. Johnson, for Loverboy on that particular subject?
I just want first I'm going to say something before I ask you the question, Loverboy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
During the time this thing happened, I was called on my radio station and asked why I was still playing your music.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Yes.
believe that? Can you believe
Yes.
that?
Yes, I could
It is
believe
true. I asked why I was still playing your music. An icon is an icon. Period. Be it good or bad, because people tend to remember to see the bad quickly before they see the good. You know what I'm saying? And so I kept on playing your music, hoping that this was going to clear up. Now, since I said hoping that this was going to clear up, I want you to clear up for me now and tell us, how did this clear up? Go ahead.
How did it okay.
How did what clear up?
How did the case? You're
The
talking
case,
about the
right,
case?
Yeah, the
right,
case with-
right.
Yeah, you had
Okay,
a very
well,
good criminal.
The very simple answer to the actual case is that I was innocent. I went to trial. Very important distinction, because there's still people who are under the guise or under the impression that I was given a break or I was whatever else it may be. The fact that and all of this is public record, by the way. People feel free to
Exactly.
go and do your research. So I went to trial. You understand me?
Mhm.
I went to trial and was found not guilty of
Acquitted
all
of
charges.
all charges.
So I
Acquitted
went through the system. That's what took the 2 years. You
Mhm.
understand me? So I went through the system, and I just want anybody who know anybody who's ever fought life in prison, that one of the hardest things to do, because so many people take a deal, because the biggest of people get freed because the conviction rate, you don't win.
Mhm.
But I decided that I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. So I made the decision, the very difficult decision, that whatever way this going, I know that I'm innocent of these charges, and I'm going to take it all away. And thankfully, by the grace of God, and through a very powerful eternity, and through the facts, I was proven not guilty
Not
of
guilty.
all charges. Now, this is the distinction where I want to say.
Mhm.
I have to say this because I have to have conversation with my son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now be stupid. This is the part. Because yes, I was innocent of any crime. But you know something? I'm going to be stupid same way. You understand me? Sometimes in a life, God have to really do something to show you how simple it be. And God have to really show you, boy, you know, okay, God may tell me, okay, you don't want your life. You make it to a certain point in a life where a lot of people dream for make it to, and you get for do this and get for that, but you to take it for granted. You play it fire, you get burned. God may, in his own way, just you know what I mean, shake me up, and without going into details, of course I was being stupid to place myself even in a position, because one might ask, well, how this is too much? How come? Why are you even in that position? And that
Exactly.
Mhm.
But that's another question. Yes.
that was my fault, and I own that, and I live with that, and I have to live with that for be simple to place myself in positions where I could even end up at jail for such craziness.
Right.
So I own that, and I of course I'm a human being, and I'm growing and evolving every day, and I'm trying. I had to try like everybody else, you know what I mean? For live my life, the most positive way that I can. You know?
That's awesome.
Right.
Thanks for that explanation. Is there anyone online that may be asking any type of question to this subject?
Well,
At this point that you can see.
I'm certainly glad that it turned out the way it did, Loverboy. Respect to you, because like I said, once an icon, always an icon for me. Music doesn't stop. Your all the work that you put into did not stop when you were away. I kept on playing your music. I believed that there was going to be something that was going to turn this around, and thank God it did. Respect to you.
You know something? I'm not done. 1 second. I believe honestly, because I don't get a chance to really talk about this.
Express yourself, yes.
Okay. I believe that my life and the way it has turned out challenges. We laugh about it, right? But it challenges the notion of if they're not so, they're nearly so. It really challenges it.
Mhm.
Because imagine how much people that mentality hurt over time. Because we talk about, I want to make this very clear. We know that a lot of people where, might have distasteful things to say about Loverboy or whatever, want to put me on the opposite side of rape, being in IDF8 or no. Of course, that's wrong. Of course. So we know that on the opposite side, there's also another conversation that needs to be had. So we are the activists who stand up for the people who get falsely accused. And we're the people now when you win your case, right? I won my case, the amount of money it costs, right? Okay, so you pay for your freedom, but what about the PTSD? What about the amount, like me as when my son witnessed me have the jump out of my sleep in a cold
and
sweat.
the effect you have in your life, yes.
What about the high cholesterol because I eat bloody noodles every day, right? What about that? What about the fact that I paranoid people? I think that they come back for me even though I win my. I'd be open and vulnerable and honest with you guys. There's so much. It's not you win your case and you think that does that. Or what about the unforgiving people? The people who just so you guys know, and there's nothing to hide. I was jumped and hurt while I was in there, right? And put in at the hospital. What about maybe the long-term effects of that?
Right.
And just so you know, so I know that people, this happened before while I was just in there being accused, right? So I know that people don't need any proof. People don't need anything besides the allegation. Why they say he do this? Because they may kill me just because they say I do it and then I win. So they may kill me before knowing any facts. That brings me to the internet bullying. We don't talk about it often, but you can imagine how much internet bullying I endure.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How much cyberbullying I endure. Because after a while, you become a figure to people. You don't become a human. So what they wouldn't do the next person, because I name Loverboy, they feel like they could just stone that for me, like I don't have no emotions, I don't have no feelings, and they could just disrespect and which is it's different from having an opinion. Because I'm okay, I have thick skin if you say me sound boring, even if me shut ugly, or we there for the people. But disrespect is a whole different thing. And cyberbullying, and it always comes from people, by the way, who hold themselves to a standard like they're activists or they're this or that, and they standing up for against this and no to molesters, and so which I agree with. But really, you have to know that is a fact first.
Absolutely.
If not, you just the bully of a human being. If not, you just the attempt for bully a human being. And I'm a person with family and great support system, but I'm a human being. I will lie to Ono if I tell Ono that some days I not just feel like man, there are people just know, these couple people just know, they just know I left me alone. They just want, you understand me? But most days I'm okay with the love of family, with great support system. I've been okay. I will continue to grow. I will continue, through God's will, continue to deliver the best music that I know how. But if I could do it, I love you too, son. If I could do it, anybody could get up and do it, because it's very hard to go through what I've been through. Come up and say this are the new music and bring the energy again, and people have to try once again tear you down. They don't want to deal with no facts. They just want to deal with
they're still at a distance from you.
They don't want to deal with, well, I hear this for such and such, so.
Yeah, because I see in some of the comments, I see someone said, people be like, why you, just like Mr. Johnson says, why are you still playing his music? If people didn't want to play your music, they want to listen to you because, even though you're out and everything like that, the that mental block is still there, But and I'm glad that you are here with us today, Loverboy. We do appreciate you. We do appreciate you getting some of that elephant, like they said, off of your back, and talk to the world.
I have one more
Go
thing
ahead.
to add to that, right? So if we're gonna be logical, right? If we're not talking emotional, Mr. Marcus, we feel free for jump in at any time when you could. But if we're talking logically, for people who don't know me, and like I said, you don't tell me what I want here. Let's just talk facts, right? Okay. If you are going, boycotting and canceling and disrespecting and bullying a person based on an accusation, right? Based on the accusation. based on the police, right? The police arrest this person. That means they had enough evidence to arrest the well, they had enough probable cause to arrest the person and preliminary hearing. It in a jail for this thing, right? So you're formulating your opinion based on that because you trust that. You trust the system. I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where is that trust for the system when that same system exonerated the person?
Exactly. I was just going to get to that, but I'm glad you cleared that up. Yeah.
Where's the trust
Right.
for the system then?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you only want to trust the system on the negative. So the system is correct when they grab me and try to destroy my life, but the system wrong when they did. So that goes to your own mentality. That goes to you want here where you want here. You don't trust the system. You know, it's not the trust. If you trusted the system all the way, then you would be celebrating my exaggeration. Then you would actually put posts that they wrong for falsely accused people. It wrong. You would go as hard for that. But you'll notice they're quiet when it comes to that part.
Right.
Let me just chime in real quick. First of all, Loverboy, I just want to say, brother, I'm glad you're here with us. You know, because like you said, you were facing 4 life sentences.
Oh yes.
So we know, you know, we probably, you know, would not have been seeing you no time soon. And to Will and Lana, thank you for having the brother on. Because unfortunately, this criminal justice system, we know it discriminates against us, you know. And the reason they wanted 4 life sentences because they wanted you to plea bargain. That's what they do. The first say, 4 life, you get scared. Okay, fine. You know, I did it, and you still got put away. That was the intention. So I'm glad you went ahead. You fought your case. You were found innocent. And like you said, those same people that were condemning you, you know, those same people need to now reach out to you because you've been through the system. You've proven your case that, you know, you were innocent, and those people need to rally around you. I hope our Caribbean people that are out there listening, we can't have it both ways. We can't
Absolutely.
have it both ways. Said the man, okay, guilty, yes, they caught him the thing. And then when you do go to trial and the man is found innocent, we still condemning the man. We cannot have it both ways, people. So
thank you. I know this time is short. Thank you so much. Listen to me very carefully, right? We intend, the reason why I love a boy, I'm going to live my life for me and for my loved ones because I realize that there's a lot of hypocrisy in the world. Because here's the facts. I studied the thing. It's my life. I have to. I better pay attention to it. So you had, I respect all the people, the DJs, and so that play Loverboy music continuously, like yourself, Mr. Will. But you had a lot that tried to you know, they wipe me off for the entire thing, and they don't want nothing to do with me, and this, that. By the way, the same people still play Chris Brown. They still
R. Kelly. R. Kelly.
They still play Chris Brown. They blast. They still play Capleton. Did you know? Not to put his business, but if you know, you know, right? You know, Capleton was accused of it. They still a black big Capleton. You get. They still a boss. Elephant Man. Should we continue? So we selectively choose. So by the way, they still blast Tupac. The difference between me and Tupac is what? Tupac was convicted of rape. By the way, did you know that? Loverboy was never convicted of anything. So the person that's convicted in this system, you okay with playing?
It's okay, right?
But the person was just, they just say, and was found innocent. You know? So that's hypocrisy, and I see it all the time. It's just like the other day, I have this clothing line, right? I have this new shirt with the take you down thing, right? Well, I have it back way. So a young man, right? Right? Make sure how people go. You all love this part.
Take your time.
The take you down thing, whatever which we are give away and sell and all of that. A young man said, well, sure. And I upon that, you know, I mean, we're no next man. We're no next man, you know what I mean? Man, a man. Right? Man, look for me and say, no, we're no next man thing. Man got our Jordans.
But that way, you know,
man got our,
they're wearing that shirt.
Listen to me. Well, the man tell me, you know, we're no next man thing.
You got on Jordan.
He got our Jordan. Michael Jordan, our man. That means you married to the man, you the weirdest man last name, like, oh, woman would have wear the wedding ring. So you just have to, sometimes my people, focus on building your brand for be out of their reach because the name said Jordan as a human being again. He got on his Jordan tennis, but you know what, we love a boy. Only because, you know, Jordan, you know, look for Jordan as a person again. Think of this as a society where we live in now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Right.
too within his reach. So he feel that support that he would give me. He don't feel the money where he get Jordan. He don't feel
Right.
it.
Okay, so Loverboy, we gotta cut in here because I
Okay.
want you to get to your stuff that you're doing in right now because we are already 1 minute over
Okay.
that time. So I hope you guys understand his story. I know he have a lot to say, but at least we are able to bring you guys some of
Yeah.
clarity to understand that part of the journey when you're convicted of something. All right?
Well, when you're accused
So
of something,
when you're accused,
yeah, we got convicted, a whole different thing.
sorry, accused of something, and the feeling behind one's feeling. And I'm glad, Loverboy, you said something about psychology, school, and all that. So you're working on that mental status of yours, right?
Of course.
So that's very good. You need that to work on. But I'm so glad that after you came out, after spending 2 years, you was right into someone's studio signing, and that give you, I think that brought you to a level, brought you down. So quickly state that facts of that signing and let us know what you have in store so we can do a wrap up right after that.
Okay, well, couple of things. Westlake Studios, you know what I mean? These are people who, this is where Michael Jackson did Thriller and all of that. So that's huge for Belize and huge for Punta Rock that Loverboy was able to secure a situation there. Out of the gate, we come out with a couple of records. Funeral, you should look it up about a lot of the killings in Belize and stuff like that.
Yes.
We have Work It Out, love song that I released. And then we did a virtual show, right? Because the whole question was if this man could still jump and things like that. We can't go in.
And you jumped. Oh my Lord! You guys should have seen that show. I saw it.
We did the virtual, which was the highest viewed for any solo Belizean artist in the pandemic that went live. So if the question, it speaks for itself, right? So the positivity far outweigh the negativity, because if you say nobody knows I have the highest viewed, that says something. We just did a sold out show in Chicago. Salute to Independent Lady Promotion and Valis Promotion. And then today we have a show represented in Seattle. Tomorrow we have Seattle. Next week we have Las Vegas. Then we have New York. Then we have Los Angeles. We come back the LA. Finally, we come back to LA the 12th, right? And then we have New York the 18th, 19th. We have.
Oh wow!
Houston.
Excuse me.
We're touring. with the work.
Yeah, the work. You're back.
Take you down. So Take You Down today was all about you don't feel like it, but promoting Take You Down,
Right.
that brand.
And we was gonna close out with his new. He have a new release called Take You Down.
Take You Down. And listen to me, Miss Lorna, I still want to see you do this challenge, because a lot of people do this challenge.
Why me 56? Mr. Johnson.
Yeah. So Take You Down.
Right.
I released a couple of weeks ago. It went #1 on the Wave Radio Top 10 Countdown the first week. I appreciate my fans, man. This for this record to be growing so fast. We have the challenges. We'll go to my Instagram page or my Facebook page. Send in your challenges. I love to see you guys, get involved with the music. Everybody that's selling their challenge. The record is a #1 record already. We'll try to get Mr. Marcus B to hire me. That's why I alone said #1.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, guys.
We're not gonna rush this, Miss Lerner. I want to play. I have a couple of videos I do want to play from Loverboy before we end the show. Yeah, even though I'm hungry and I need to go use the bathroom, I want to make sure that my folks and fans are pleased. You understand?
Yeah.
Because this my pampas don't full up, but I want to watch this video. You understand? So here goes this video.
We do appreciate that, Mr. Johnson.
Belize. I'm not thinking already for that one. When you ready? No, sir, I'm not thinking already. Hear me, man. They want a hot. They want a shot.
We're doing the video now.
Hear me, man. They want a bang on the drum. They want a wicked. They want a up. Hear me, man. Ready. And when 6 o'clock in the morning, let's go. Temperature rise, your body calling. Girl, you should have take the warning. Zeros with zeros and dung inna your gutter. One touch, girl, I make like butter. Lover, rougher than the devil and a cover. Girl, you shoulda know I am a bad. Hey, up inna your liver. Full service, we come for deliver. One shot, I am not that nigga. Rap on the trigger when I 6 o'clock inna the morning. Let's go. Temperature rise, your body calling. Girl, you shoulda take the warning. Zeros with zeros and no laughing. I will take you down, take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Don't take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Don't take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Don't take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Hey, bend over, girl, don't look back. Just like that. Think you're hot, you don't meet your match. Pass, your body jaw get a box. One thing with the thing we no play. No delay, send me pin right away. Lover, why load up the AK? Walk down good from June back to May. 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. Temperature rise, your body calling. Girl, you shoulda take the warning. Zeros with zeros and no laughing. I will take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Don't take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Don't take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Don't take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Take you down, girl. Jesus Christ.
Lover boy. Well, I have to slide right into this one. On the heels of that number one is another favorite of mine. As a matter of fact, it's one of my favorite right now. It goes like this. Radio Belize Mix and Wake Up Like This on a Saturday.
Work it out, baby, we belong together. Work it out, sunshine, rain, wind, weather. Work it out, let's make it last forever. Work it out, I have no doubt we can work it out. Remember when I met you, we were young. Ghetto children in that regatta, playing marble, running up and down. Then we fell in love. Life ain't easy, we got ups and downs. But baby, we could make it through somehow. Let's work it out. Hey! Work it out. Baby, we belong together. Work it out. Sunshine, rain, wind, weather. Work it out. Let's make it last forever. Work it out. I have no doubt we can work it out. Through all the good days and the bad days, baby, I love you always.
A little teaser there from the one and only
And the bad days,
Loverboy, Prince of Belize. Work It Out, one of my favorite songs so far. We're back on track with Queen Lerna. Go ahead, Queen Lerna.
All right. And like we said, there is so many hits you have, Loverboy. Congratulations. We appreciate you. We congratulate you. And we thank you for keeping the journey. Keep going. All right. Never give up. And I'm sure you have a message out there for the young and the famous youth that is in this business. Can you just say something on the positive note?
Well, I will always tell the youths, you know what I mean? Anything that is worth doing at 100%. That's the only way you will realize your full potential. Let's say I try my best, 100% best, and I failed, then I know I did my best. But no use of half step in a life. Don't talk yourself out of greatness. You know how much time we sit down and we talk ourselves. Think about how much time we do that. You talk yourself out of greatness. You just, before you get to do the thing, you stop yourself. Oh man,
I can't do it. No.
Yeah, do the thing. Do that thing. There's no success without risk taking. Take your risk. Take your risk and do it. That confidence is in you. You're born royal. Life makes you royal. Having life makes you royal. So go ahead and do it. Mr. Johnson, I wonder if you have played a big song before I go.
Yes, we will.
Which one? Which one? The Tornado? Which one?
Yes.
You know that's a big compliment when you have to ask them which one is the big song.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's why we have so many.
Which one you want to hear, Loverboy?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't make I feel good now.
Yeah.
Confident. I don't know which one I want here.
Yeah, because let me say that I was supposed to even say this when we first started. Loverboy is one of the persons that I put all the way up there on top when it comes to his performance, his music. He kind of reminds me of my friend that I used to play marble with, Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You know, Michael was a pro. You know what I'm saying? Pro in everything he did, his videos, his music and everything. Loverboy reminds me of that man very well, yeah, like I said. And so I put you up there on that pedestal. And no joke, no lie, straight talk, all right? So which one of the song you want to hear, Loverboy?
Well, I want to hear two. I want to hear Sweet Belize.
You want to hear Sweet Belize and you want to hear which one?
Well, we have to play Tornado for the people.
Well,
right?
let's play Tornado because this is one that
But you
actually...
You don't play Bobby and Bobby that your record?
Hold on. I might get to that. I might get to that. Bobby is one of the things that one of the songs that I produced. A lot of folks don't know that, so I keep quiet. I just left that so.
No, I know. That's why, so Bobby that your thing. I know.
Now this is the time introducing the Prince of Belize, Loverboy. Dancing time again. Dancing time again. Said it's dancing time again. Dancing time again. So put your hand up on your hips, so turn it like a tornado. Then you move your body wrong and wrong, wrong and wrong. So hand up on your knees, so you no business to see you. Then you move your booty up and down, up and down. So slow turn it up, slow turn it up, slow turn it up, slow turn it up. Faster, faster turn it up, faster, faster turn it up, faster, faster turn it up, faster, faster turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Shake it, shake it, 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 turn it up. All the girls just bend right over. Make your back and lift up your shoulder. Get your brand new dance, take it over. It's the dance, I'll king with this hope. I like it when you do that. Hey, drop it down like it's hot. Hey, then you pick it up back and put it all over. Hand up on your hips, so turn it like a tornado. Then you move your body wrong and wrong, wrong and wrong. So hand up on your knees, so you no business to see ya. Then you move your booty up and down, up and down. So slow turn it up, slow turn it up, slow turn it up, slow turn it up. Faster, faster turn it up, faster, faster turn it up, faster, faster turn it up, faster, faster turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Shake it, shake it, 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 turn it up. I can't balance it. Can't spend a week and a half. And when I get to the dance, then we do the turn it up. 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 She had her hand up on her hips, so turn it like a tornado. Then she moves her body wrong and wrong, wrong and wrong. So hand up on your knees, so you no business to see ya. Then you move your booty up and down, up and down. So slow turn it up, slow turn it up, slow turn it up.
What da ding, what did the down ding? The back a tongue boy come back again. Love for back. Sweet Belize, I love ya. Put no country above ya. Cause you teach me the things I need to learn up in my life. Sweet, sweet Belize, I miss ya. I can't wait just to see ya. Cause you teach me the things I need to learn up in my life. Oh Lord, I still represent Bakatong. Even though I've been all around in the States, mashing up the place. In a November, I will be there. When I was a youth, you take care of me. Give me fried jack and fever grassy. I love you and I mean it. This is for me country. Sweet Belize, I love ya. Put no country above ya. Cause you teach me the things I need to learn up in my life. Sweet, sweet Belize, I miss ya. I can't wait just to see ya. Cause you teach me the things I need to learn up in my life. John P. beat up the drum like boom, 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 boom. Bashment time to boom, 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 boom. Hide and seek in the room. That's how when me get a piece of me out of control. Thiefing bike from backyard and store. Me thief more and more until you think me have a BMX tour. Belize I love ya. Put no country above ya. Cause you teach me the things I need to learn up in my life.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just gave you a little remix of Loverboy and his music on Radio Belizemix. I wake up like this. Take it away, Queen Lerna.
He took it all the way back, you guys. You guys had a treat today. All right. We thought we was going to be wrapping up 15 minutes ago, but he said, let's keep going. Let's keep going. But that's good because we want to make sure that our guests today get everything in that they would like to get in today. I mean, it's still their bio is this huge. We're going to say final closing and final thank you, and we're going to have to get to a close at this time. So Marcus B, anything else you would like to add? Anyone you would like to thank? And we do appreciate you so much. And you guys, Marcus B, your stuff that you have is teaching us how to purchase ticket early, because you know that's one of our problems. That's one of our problems. We gonna wait till last minute to try if we buy with ticket.
Right.
So you're doing a good thing. Let them purchase early. So can you do your wrap up, your thank you, and we appreciate you once again.
Well, first and foremost, thanks to you guys. I really appreciate you guys having me on this forum. It's been a pleasure. Good to see my brother and Loverboy. I haven't seen him in a minute. You know, good sparring with you, my brother. And thank, as I'm doing the show, my phone is blowing up. I'm getting a lot of calls constantly. People are texting and reaching out, and they're on there. A lot of my other Caribbean people, I have my friend from Barbados was texting me. My friend from Jamaica was texting me.
Great, thank you.
So thank you to my Caribbean diaspora people for tuning into the show. It's once a month. Just tune in every time. I'll send you guys a reminder. And just thank you guys for having me, man. It was a lot of fun being on here. And thanks to my beautiful wife, my kids that always support me in everything that I do. I can't do it without them. And most of all, thanks to the fans that have continued. I came from New York in the 80s, 83. And I think about 85, I started doing events. And I think I'm one of the few promoters that's out there that's been promoting from the 80s, 90s that's still relevant. Still doing my thing.
Right, you're right.
Keeping first-class events, and they're still selling out. And I can't do it without the fans. Big up all my fans that continue to support me. I love you guys, and you guys feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm always have an open forum for you guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
Right.
Last thing, Loverboy, thank you.
Well, thank you guys, first of all, for sharing your platform with me. You know, this was a great interview, if you ask me. You know, like if I make the fans decide what's great, but I had fun. I enjoyed. We had great moments.
It was a lot of fun.
Big up yourself, all of you guys. If you're in the Seattle area tonight, Kosemi Shabakan thing tomorrow with AR again. I'll see you guys in a city near you. Man, always keep God first and keep seeking self improvement because we could improve until the day we leave this earth. We could always grow. I love you guys so much. Make sure you go stream Take You Down. Send in on a challenge and make we have a fun or a good time and continue to build this thing. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife too. Come in, watching her face. I don't worry about that at all.
Oh, you know what? I'm just saying, okay.
But
There's
that
nothing wrong with that.
Let us to give people something else to talk about. They want to know. They
He
want to know.
married, I never tell we. He married, he never tell we.
Anyway, I love you guys. Love you guys. Thanks so much for having me.
I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate Marcus. I appreciate you and Loverboy for taking the time out to join us here on this platform. I want to make sure that I get everything in because now we're gonna definitely close out. Little Belize restaurant again, you guys. They're in Inglewood. Support my restaurant. I'm also looking for workers. If anyone know anyone that are serious candidates for a prep cook, we need someone that love the kitchen. They're working by themselves at night after hours so they can get all that prepping done. If you know anyone, I'm looking for that person. I'm looking for a cashier that love, talking to people. Customer service is a must. So if you guys know anyone, we're looking for those. And also we're looking for anyone that have time to do a lot of marketing, computer work, YouTube works, and all that stuff. So there's little stuff there if anyone looking, because the unemployment is about to expire soon. So I'm sure there are gonna be a lot of people looking. So keep me posted. And also, you guys, don't forget my sister Elaine and Laverne is still involved with the Belizean Independence Day Dance, September 18. That's the Belizean Independence Dance, September 18. Check with Punta Tun Management for that, for tickets. All right, go to his page and get more information on that. Michael Wagner will be in Houston, Texas on the 11th with DJ Special at Bowles Restaurant. You guys can check out that if you are in Houston. All right. And September Belize Fest 2021 with Farron Smith. You guys could check him out for more detailed information. All righty, guys. I think we got everybody in. I thank everybody on our platform that's tuning in today. I appreciate you guys sharing and all that good stuff. And if Mr. Johnson, you have any thank yous to say?
I just want to thank the guests on our platform today. I want to thank you, Lerner, for doing an excellent job. I want to thank our viewers on Facebook, YouTube. We simulcast simultaneously on our network here on RadioBelizeMix.com. We're also on our Radio Belizemix app. You guys are very important to our radio station. We want to continue to encourage you guys to support us, support our Belizean diaspora, support the Caribbean diaspora, support everybody that you could possibly support, because your time will come when you need that support, okay? Thank you, Loverboy. Thank you, Marcus B. Thank you, Queen Lerna.
And one more thing, we're going to close out. Hold on 1 second. You guys, I said I'm going to give out a few gifts this time also. All I need you guys to do is go on our page under the shows, and just write a good comment on a wake up like this, about a wake up like this, so you guys can motivate us to keep going. So if you guys, whoever write on there, we're going to go in the basket, write something good, we're going to go in the basket, and I'm going to pick the winner. So ladies, gentlemen, world, Marcus and Loverboy is here with us on
I wake up like this.
I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. Watch it. Tell Queen Lerna what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's RadioBelizemix.com.
We're off. Thank you.